I wonder today, has the left finally jumped the shark? Done something so ridiculous that the entire world will look at them and say, "You're nuts and I'm not listening to you anymore." Today I read a report that a left-wing professor wrote a series of messages, a Hunter College professor, that's New York City, the Bronx. A Hunter College professor, my mother's alma mater, talked about how family values and loving your children are expressions of white supremacy, that they are part of a plot to keep all people of color down, because loving your children and wanting them to have a better future, providing for their education, passing property down, all of these things perpetuate inequality. And what everyone should do, I guess, well, she implies, is live together in profound dysfunction without love between parents and children, and without lessons and legacies being passed from one generation to the next. This is unspeakable nonsense. Human beings love their children. Human beings care about providing for their children and teaching them right from wrong and helping them grow up so that they can have at least as good a life, if not a better life, than they have. That's the American dream. Sure, it's part of Western civilization, but it transcends that. It's human. What sane, wholesome, healthy human being doesn't love their children and want to provide for them? But this Hunter College professor, it's perpetuating the inequalities that exist, because what about the poor people that don't have good families? Let's stop having white children. She actually goes on and says that white families marrying, white couples marrying one another and having white children perpetuates white supremacy. Apparently, the only answer that these people admit is that the entire Caucasian race should commit suicide, so that the rest of the world can take over. This in the name of anti-racism. This profound racialism in the name of equality. Western civilization has provided the world with democracy, the republic, the very concept of human rights, a free market, and a free society that gives more people full enfranchisement than any other society in all of human history. The West has freed more people, with all of its sins. It has freed more people and enlightened more minds than any other society on earth. And yet, we are supposed to conflate, if we believe this nut job, that the West is white. No, since Roman times, the West is a culture, not a race. It developed in Europe, it percolated through and spread throughout the world as the Europeans did, but the West has been unique in the world in inviting people from other cultures, other races, other societies to join us in freedom. The left has jumped the shark. Stop listening to them. I'll try. You try too. It'll be good for your blood pressure, it'll be good for your sanity, it'll be good for your quality of life. If loving your children is all about white supremacy, they've jumped the shark. Be well.